What if the last thing you ever saw was a trail of light leading you somewhere you were never meant to go? A stretch of highway in rural Montana. 2:14 in the morning. A silver sedan has drifted off the road and wrapped itself around a guardrail. The engine is ticking. Steam is rising from the hood. And there is nobody inside. No blood, no broken glass suggesting an exit, just an open driver's door and silence. But here is where this story stops being an accident report and starts being something else entirely. The responding deputy, a 12-year veteran named Cal Rourke, arrived on scene 11 minutes after the call came in. He expected the usual. What he found instead made him sit in his cruiser for 20 minutes before he could write a single word. Leading away from that car, across the gravel shoulder into the dark tree line beyond, were footprints, human-shaped, adult-sized, perfectly spaced, like someone walking calmly without urgency, and they were glowing, not reflecting light, not coated in some chemical runoff from the wreck, glowing from within. A soft blue-white pulse, almost biological, almost alive. Rourke followed them with his flashlight pointed down, though he barely needed it. 32 footprints. He counted, and then nothing. The trail simply stopped at the edge of the forest, mid-stride, as though whoever made them had been lifted clean out of existence. The driver was never found. Now let's sit with the rational explanations for a moment, because they deserve a fair shot. Bioluminescent organisms exist. Certain fungi can cause wood and organic matter to glow in darkness. There are documented cases of foxfire, a glow produced by decaying matter in forests. Could contamination from the crash have coated the ground in something light-producing? Forensic investigators pulled samples from 3 of the footprint sites. Results came back with trace phosphorescent compounds, but in concentrations that scientists at the lab described as biologically inconsistent, meaning the glow was real. The source was not something they recognized. And here is the detail that keeps investigators quietly disturbed to this day. The footprints did not sink into the gravel the way human weight should. The depth of each impression suggested something closer to 40 pounds of pressure. The driver, according to his license, weighed 190. So what actually walked away from that car? Some researchers in the field of unexplained phenomena point to cases where severe trauma can trigger physiological responses that science has not fully cataloged. Others look at the location, which sits less than 4 miles from a stretch of land with decades of reported anomalies, and suggest the land itself may be a factor. The honest answer is that nobody knows. What we do know is this: 32 steps, glowing, weightless, leading into a forest that has never given back what it took that night. The car sat in impound for 2 years before the family claimed it. They said when they opened it, it still smelled like him, and faintly, just faintly, the floor mat on the driver's side still held a faint luminescent outline. One last footprint, going nowhere.